This is a example of a project for, in this case, Jane example customer. So in this case, you can see they started two different remodels. One was a bathroom downstairs, one was a bathroom upstairs. Let's go ahead and just click on the details. So in here, there's a couple different folders. Images is where you have the before, during, and after photos, maybe renderings. 3D view is when we come in and do the 3D measurements and we scan the room so we can have accurate measurement for the subcontractors so they don't actually have to visit the job site. File uploads where you can put in, for example, plans that an architect or a designer would have uploaded, permitting, other files that you just want in one place, and then budget would be different things that you basically are thinking about maybe purchasing that you may be on the fence, and you can start to add those all together to have an idea of the cost. Request for bid is where you would actually request the different subcontractors that you want for the job, and then the tasks is where you would actually get all the steps to the actual project. So let's start with images. In this case, you can see there was some renderings for the bathroom that was going to be completed. You can hit plus and add them, you can delete them, you can download them, and these would be all photos that could be shown to subcontractors to help explain what you're looking for. In this case, there's some before photos, this is the after photos. So here's before photo, and then here would be an after photo. And then you can even put tons of photos for when the job was being completed, so you could see, all the different steps. And there's a list view. You can also do a grid view, so you can change it depending on how you want to see it. And that gives a quick explanation of the images. Then the next section would be the 360, where we come in and we actually scan the house. We use a LiDAR camera that actually will take dimensional measurements. This way a contractor can come in and he can actually measure. So you can go ahead and add a measurement and say, I need the height of this wall, etc. And then this is basically how they can do all their takeoffs without needing to actually come to the job site. You have the dollhouse view, you can see the top-down view, and so you can expand this. So you have all that along with 360 views from outside or whatever might be needed for the job site to see, for example, is there enough room here to put a dumpster? Then the next section is file uploads. So in this case, it could be the estimates that are sent to you, it could be permitting, all the different things that basically are added for the jobs to be able to complete. Then budget section. In this section, you would have basically different products that you're thinking about purchasing. Here's vanities, different types of faucets, and you can have it, put in there as just browsing, or you can actually hit selected, and then what it will do is actually generate an estimated cost versus an actual cost, so you can have an idea of the actual cost for all the different fixtures that you're planning. Then the request for bid section, you would have all the services here, and in these sections you can actually go in, for example, cabinet manufacturing. You click in here, you can edit the request. You may want to add additional detail about the type of cabinet that you're looking for. You could add files of what you want it to look like. You could choose images of what you currently have, and then when you're ready, you would actually go ahead, hit save, and then send it to contractor. And this is, we would then assign 3 different subs to give you bids, and then those would electronically appear in your file. And then once all this is done, you'd sign your contracts and the job would commence. And then the last section is actually tasks, or I would say it's actually project steps. Maybe we'll change the name of that. But in here are all the different steps, and what we do is we basically, it's basically a dummies guide to how to actually do the job. So you have the explanations for everything, and then we actually have a little calendar alerts, keeping an idea of different scheduling. We have other alerts for permitting or just things that we want you to keep an eye out for. And then past all that section, you have consultations. So if you want to basically book a consultation in case you get in trouble, We start off giving you a few free consultations, but then after that we will start charging you if you're pinging us a ton. But this is if you have questions about if something was done correctly, we can hop on a FaceTime or a Zoom call, and we can go over it and help you with that. Then there's a help section which will take you to Zendesk, and then you can enter tickets, and we will actually answer it through a ticketing system. And then there's a how it works section where we have videos that you can actually see. It's basically a step-by-step of different projects in the system. So that's a quick high-level overview in a little over 5 minutes. Thanks for your time.